Welcome back, trainers. I hope you're doing amazing. Today I'm going to play what I believe to be, if not the best team, definitely one of the best Great League teams right now. And big shout out to Ognamboy, who actually featured this team on his channel, and I wanted to try it out. So the team consists of Medicham, Lantern, and Noctowl. So you got that Medi Noctowl core, which is insanely strong, and that's probably why it's a little bit unmotivating also for returning players, because we're still in the same meta. But if you want to get those wins, then definitely use this team. So right here, our opponent ended up swapping out to a Hypno, which I'm fine with. And I decided not to shield right here, and it proved that it was just actually an Ice Punch. So I was actually surprised. I thought I was going to be taken out by something. So I'm going to go ahead and do the surf here. And this trainer actually allowed us to gain switch advantage. And because of that, now I can align the Noctowl to this Gramble. So it's looking really good for us right now. Gonna go ahead and obviously shield this. Probably either gonna be crunch or close combat. Turns out to be the close combat, and they do get that debuff, so they definitely don't want to stay in. Gonna go ahead and get to the sky attack, and after this, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out. I believe maybe my switch timer is out. Gonna go ahead and switch out to the Medi. And no, okay. So I'm definitely gonna shield this because I believe it's gonna be an Ice Beam, and I need to preserve this Noctowl. So gonna go ahead and bank this sky attack, which I later forget that I actually banked it. Which actually turns out, well, spoiler alert, so ends up being one of the win cons of the match here. And also, guys, if you haven't already, please leave a like and also consider subscribing. It really does help to push my content so other people can also be able to view it and hopefully subscribe. So right here, they bring back the Gramble. I have an Ice Punch, which is going to be able to get the shield because it's Shadow. Shadow Gramble is pretty glassy. So now I bring back the Noctowl, and I have that Sky Attack bank, so now I can go ahead and easily reach the second one. So that was really key right there. I like switched in. I was like, dude, how many do I have? And I'm able to have enough. So this is going to be able to be GG. So pretty close match. Well played my opponent there. Hopping on to the next one, we have Medicham against Jellicent. Obviously, this is not the match you want to see. So gonna go ahead and swap out to my Noctowl. Noctowl, for the most part, will be the safe swap, but it really depends on the situation. Our opponent is able to count. It's not really a hard counter, and this matchup is actually pretty good. Since Noctowl is tanky, it takes 3 Rock Slides to be able to take it out. Luckily, my Noctowl is, I believe it's rank 9 or rank 10, so that plays a huge factor in these matches because it's Noctowl City. You're going to be seeing a lot of Noctowl mirror matches, and because of those good IVs, you'll see why it has the advantage. So definitely, in this meta, I definitely recommend, if you don't already, definitely power up a good IV Noctowl because it will help in this meta because there's going to be mirror matches like no other. Right here, I end up winning the match. I don't even have to shield at this point. They do have a shield advantage, but we're okay here. Gonna go ahead and do this. I did kind of blind throw. I didn't want to get like sniped or anything, but it ended up being an Umbreon, so very unfortunate there. But I actually am able to reach a sky attack, so this was huge. So I went down with that, and now we bring in the Medi, so we're in a perfect position. I'm gonna get ahead, and I'm not gonna shield this. I need my last shield, so they're gonna be throwing Psychics. Maybe they don't have foul play, or they think Psychic's the way to go, but it does take a lot more to get there. They're gonna do another Psychic, and from this range, I don't think they'll be able to reach another one. They're going to bring back the Jellicent. I almost forgot which Pokemon was in the lead. They're going to bring it back. And I almost thought this was going to get resisted. So I was really glad that it didn't. I definitely have to revisit my... Because some of the newer Pokemon, I'm an OG, with the first generation of Pokemon, like the first 3 gens. But after that, it's kind of... Sometimes it's a little hazy. But anyway, so on this next match, it turns out that this opponent actually had, which was the number 1 team at one point last season. It's the double flying, got the Swampert with the double flying, and honestly, you'll end up seeing they definitely misplayed because it turns out they actually had a Noctowl in the back, so that would have been the play to do the Noctowl because you're bringing a Pidgeot, which just has the Feather Dance and the Brave Bird, so the Lantern is going to be able to resist it, so that's why Lantern is such a great Pokemon, especially to have in the back right now. So he's going to Brave Bird us, not going to be able to take us out, and then from this range, I'm going to be able to act with this Surf. I was hoping, come on, I know I'm quadruple debuffed at this point, but the Surf does manage to take it out. Pidgeot is not really much of a defensive Pokemon. So they're gonna bring back the Swampert. They're down 2 shields. At this point, I can feel comfortable. I'm gonna shield this because there's no point in really taking any damage onto the Medi. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Psychic right here. I did farm a little bit just more before they got to the second Hydro Cannon. So move count is definitely very important. And right there, I was hoping it would take it out, but nope, didn't take it out. You know, Swampert, you know, although it's not the most defensive, you know, it is pretty, you know, decent. So right here, you're gonna see the mirror match, and at first, I thought, you know, I was okay even if I had lost. I was thinking I could farm down with counters and then be able to ice punch the Swampert. But as you can see, I'm still actually have less damage. And now this Noctowl, we're just gonna go back to back Sky attacks here, and gonna go ahead and reach my Sky attack now. And I don't think they'll be able to reach another one. This Sky attack should bring it, yeah, brings it down really low. And see, that's why IVs are super important right there. And now the Swampert's just gonna throw its energy immediately. And I know that I can just go ahead and I ended up shielding it. Kind of a little bit of slap in the face of the opponent right there. And they end up doing the Sky attack, which finishes the Swampert. Didn't want to let the Noctowl down, since I felt like it was like the MVP of this match. So gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Boom. And that's a good game right there, guys. So I definitely recommend, it is a longer video, but if you definitely want to understand the team, I definitely recommend watching these battles as well as going into Ognamboy's. I'll leave the link to his battles with this team. So definitely that way you guys can understand the team, especially once you're climbing. I believe this team is definitely going to be really, really strong. So right here, opponent swapped onto the Zoomerall. I went ahead and just built up to the Psychic. And now I ended up swapping onto my Lantern. They're going to do a play rough. And the thing I love about Lantern, it is so tanky. So it's going to take these moves really well. Going to go ahead and Thunderbolt here. And now we have a shield advantage, which is perfect for us. Going to go ahead. I'm not going to use a shield. I'm going to go ahead and save my shields. You can do another play rough. We can easily live that. And I'm going to get to a range where I'm going to be able to take it out with a Surf. And I'm going to go ahead and now throw the Surf. And this should be able to be enough to take out this Azumarill. And it is. And now they bring back that G-Fist. So this is really, really big for us because now we can go ahead and throw a Surf, do some good damage onto this G-Fist. Doesn't bring it to half, but that's perfectly fine. Going to go ahead and now bring the Medi. And this Earthquake is going to be so easy to predict because why would you throw Rock Slide at this point? I mean, you could try to bait, but I'm going to go ahead and just shield that. Now they're bringing the Noctowl, guys, and this is just going to be like the match that you're going to see so many times. The Medi Noctowl core is insane, so everyone's going to be basically running it, especially after you keep on climbing. So right here, again, you're going to see the importance of IVs. There's no need for me to shield in this matchup. Just going to go ahead to keep doing wing attacks and then just getting my Sky attacks basically. You know, purchase it pretty much it does become a little bit stale, and that's why I love running the spicier teams. But I chose to run meta because, of course, guys, I gotta be able to also, for anyone that wants to have those good teams, I gotta feature these Pokemon and these teams. So gonna go ahead and do the Sky attack here, and this is gonna be enough. I believe I'm at this point maybe it's like 1 HP in a dream and reach the Sky attack. And that's insane. That's the difference between IVs, guys. And I feel like I'll probably later on make a video about that. If anyone wants to, leave a comment if you want to learn more about the IVs and stuff. And right there, our opponent ended up, I think they might have stopped playing at that point. They realized they couldn't win, so I just go ahead and do a Psychic, which finished off the G-Fist right there. And on to the next match, we have Medicham against Medicham. So in this matchup, I go ahead and just work my way all the way to Psychic, and I could have maybe I didn't want to try to catch a move. I was he was throwing at CMP, and you know my Medi doesn't have the highest attack stat, so I didn't want to catch, but I was very tempted because I was counting the moves and I was gonna throw at 6. So we end up seeing ping right there, which I was fine with. I just didn't feel like trying to catch and maybe put myself in a disadvantage. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is now bring the Noctowl. From this range, I can comfortably farm it down. I farm it down, and they go. I forget what Pokemon they have a G-Fist, in which I'm perfectly fine with. And this is what's so crazy about Noctowl, the fact that he has this good of a matchup against G-Fist, you know, which is a rock type. Actually, I don't want to say that. I don't think it's rock type. I don't think it has But regardless though, the fact that it's able to do this well against Pokemon, access to Rock Slide, is insane. Gonna go ahead and do Shadow Balls right here. And I think on this next one, they're gonna end up, I will shield this. I will go ahead and shield this. Just because I want to do a little bit more damage, because the matchup against Lantern is really awkward. They end up being able to catch the move, so huge props to them. But now I reveal that I have a Lantern, and this is insane. See guys, this is the Medi. Anytime you see a Medi, there's probably a Noctowl. Anytime you see a Noctowl, there's probably a Medi somewhere. So, you know, this will kind of help you guys build your teams around that. So at this point, at this range, I feel like I'm going to go ahead. I just want to farm just a little bit over. I didn't want him to throw another move. And I was hoping he didn't shield this. Doesn't shield this. This is enough to take it out. And now I'm able to comfortably, because I farmed a little bit over. I farmed a ton of energy. I'm able to get to the serve. And they're forced to shield this, because from this range, it definitely would be able to take it out. And right here, I was thinking, are they going to throw a Rock Slide? That might have been actually could have been maybe the win con had they just done the Rock Slide. But I don't think it was enough to take me out, though, to be honest. I don't think it might have been enough. But going to go ahead and do the surf here. And I win the match. And that, for the first set, I was able to get 5-0. For the next matchup, I'm able to get, or I don't want to reveal it just yet. But for this one, I do end up getting a loss. And I think maybe I could have replayed this, play this differently. But right here, what I'm gonna do my Ice Punch. I'm gonna do the Ice Punch, and this is gonna get the first shield, because I think this might actually be enough to possibly take it out since the Shadow. And right here, I'm gonna go ahead and use a shield. Honestly, what I should have done, looking back at it, if I grabbed that shield, I should have just gone ahead and brought out the Noctowl. Or definitely not have used the shield right here. But right here, I was hoping that they were going to let this Dragonite go down. But they don't. But no, they don't. They decided to just keep it alive. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring on the Noctowl. And they're going to go ahead and bring the Zoomerl. So I think definitely, if I were to play this matchup differently, what I would have done is just do that first Ice Punch. They're obviously going to shield. And then I go ahead and just bring in the Noctowl. And then I could see what else other Pokemon they have in the back. So that definitely would have been the way to play. Not go 2 shields on the Medi, trying to win that matchup. That was, but hey, it is what it is. But definitely learning from mistakes. So I definitely wanted to feature this battle right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and do Sky Attacks. I'm gonna go down. Now I'm gonna bring in the Lantern, and I'm basically just gonna go ahead and farm as much as I can. They're gonna get to I think like a Play Rough. No, okay, never mind. So they have Hydro Pump, so they probably don't have the Play Rough. So gonna go ahead and now do Thunderbolts, but Lickitung is so tanky. So that would have been nice had I been able to align. Had they let go that Ice Punch, if I could align my Noctowl to the Lickitung, that would have been huge. But hey, it doesn't happen. This trainer played very well. I'm still hoping, you know, for something here, but we ended up seeing Ping right there. And I was hoping it's gonna be a Body Slam, but regardless, had it just been a Body Slam, I definitely know they would have swapped out immediately. And then Dragonite was close to move, so definitely would have been would have lost either way. But it is what it is, and sometimes you just play to the end because you just never know what's gonna happen. But moving on to the next one, we have a great lead. We got Medi against an Abomasnow. They're obviously gonna switch right away. They bring out a Slurpuff. I go ahead, and I was a little bit late in the swap there, but I swap out to Noctowl. And I know this Slurpuff is running Flamethrower, and I think this next move would be Energy Ball. So I felt like this would be the best, would have been the best choice to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the Sky Attack, and Slurpuff isn't really tanky, so it's gonna do a lot of damage right there. Gonna go ahead and shield this next Flamethrower. I will go down to shield, but I'm fine with that. What I was hoping to come out of this matchup was with a bunch of energy. I was a little scared to honestly farm the rest of the way down. I don't think I would have been able to. So I end up throwing the Sky Attack. I almost have another Sky Attack, so I feel pretty good, pretty solid. They bring back the Abomasnow, and I know I'm going to be able to take a shield back here, so we're looking pretty good. They're going to go ahead and I'm almost able to get to a move right here, but they realize that and they catch it on the Registeel, which I'm fine with. I'm going to go ahead and not swap out to my Lantern. I don't want to go my Medi because I want to preserve the Medi. Obviously, I don't want to have my Lantern against the Abomasnow, so gonna go ahead and first do the Thunderbolt. And I don't know how many shields we still have. I think so we have 1 shield left. I don't think I end up using it. I feel comfortably because I could just farm all the way down with the Medi, so I'd be fine there. I'm gonna go ahead and work up to a Thunderbolt and just gonna go ahead and throw it. I don't know if this would have been enough to take it out, but I do get the last shield, and that was basically my opponent sealed the game right there in our favor. Gonna go ahead and they ended up throwing the focus blast. I mean, they're kind of forced to. Now bring the Medi, and I know why are they gonna throw weather ball? They're definitely gonna throw the I thought they were gonna throw the bigger move, which is the energy ball. So gonna go ahead and shield that, and when I shielded that, it was pretty much game over. They decided to leave the match there. I think I have like 2 more matches possibly. So right here, for those that how to play the tri-minute lead, so definitely have Ice Punch Medi. I was playing Power Up Punch Medi yesterday, and you just wanting to see how it would work out. And honestly, run Ice Punch and Psychic Medi because you're gonna need it for the tri-minute matchup. So end up I'm not gonna shield. I know they're gonna throw. I was counting the moves. They did like 11 Shadow Claws, so they're very close to another move. So I'm gonna go ahead and Noctowl is gonna go ahead and just farm the rest of the way down. And I'm thankful they stayed in that much longer because it made it easy to reach the Shadow Ball. And now this makes the mirror match with my Lantern against their Lantern even easier. We're up 2 shields, and right here I don't want to shield. I'm thinking that they might throw the Thunderbolt, but I didn't want to shield. And now I'm gonna go ahead, and this Thunderbolt would do a huge amount of damage if they let it go, and that's why I wanted to get that Shadow Ball off, because this makes this matchup even easier. I'm not gonna shield at all because I'm thinking this might be another Surf again. So it turns out maybe this trainer didn't have 2 moves. It's possible, and because I think they were probably that first go around, they were trying to see if they'd be able to catch me off guard, get a shield out of me, but that wasn't the case. So gonna go ahead and actually decided to do a Surf here, and kind of just to be able to just take it out. And they ended up shielding that. So I was gonna try to swap, so I ended up swapping, and I had no idea that they had that move, which was perfect for us because now we're able to catch it with the Noctowl. We resist it. They bring in the Stunfisk, and this is perfectly fine here too. We're gonna be able to get to the Shadow Ball because we have that extra energy. So we're a little bit of an energy lead right there. It takes about 3 Shadow Balls to be able to take it out. So I think I shield this first one right here. Yep. Okay. So I ended up shielding that. Gonna go ahead, and they ended up bringing their Lantern because of that. So gonna go ahead and immediately throw it. I don't want to take a Surf. Gonna go ahead and do the Shadow Ball. And I think with my Lantern, I had the Surf maybe banked. So I was basically trying to do a combo play, get the Shadow Ball off, and then do the Surf. They're gonna go ahead and Rock Slide us here, and we're able to. They had so much energy that we're able to CMP. Noctowl wins CMP over G-Fist. So this is really good for us because now they throw the energy. So now the Lantern is perfectly fine to take its time to get to a Surf if it needs to. And yep, so we did have the move banked right there. And it's just pretty much GG's right there. So very, very close matchup, but when we end up taking the win. Now moving on to the next match, we got Medicham against Swampert. And this one was I was thinking this was going to be a little bit trickier. Normally I like the Power Up Punch against the Swampert matchup. I feel like it makes it a lot easier, and then you come off with not only buff, but you can come up with a lot of energy if you go down a shield. I'm gonna go ahead and take that first Hydro Cannon, and from right here I'm gonna go ahead and use a shield. And what's really this actually made things a lot better because now look, I have a ton of energy. Even if I'm down a shield, that's fine. Now they bring in the Trevenant, so if there's a Swampert, there's most likely a Grass type in the back, most likely a Trevenant, and we're able to get the shield back here. And I think that little Shadow Claw that snuck in there is enough to be able to take us out. So that's perfect. And now I bring in the Noctowl, and they throw energy, so we're looking really good because now the Trevenant is gonna be dry, and they threw a Shadow Ball, so they're definitely now bring in my Lantern. They bring in the Talonflame. That's GG. Our opponent did not want to see that. We resist all its moves. And right here, I honestly hate this matchup or going up against this Pokemon in general. So I never really played it, but why am I going to throw the Psychic if it's going to resist that, right? So gonna go ahead. I work up all the way to 8, throw the Ice Punch, and they also worked up to 8. So they're not going to throw their Psycho boost. So I knew it's going to be like a Thunderbolt. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit more, and now throw the Ice Punch. And they definitely would need another Thunderbolt, but the next one would be enough to be able to take us out. Gonna go ahead and hopefully, I was hoping to maybe CMP there, but they don't allow it, which is fine. But they do throw I believe now they're energy dry, or only have one counter there. So we're gonna go ahead and just bring in the Lantern and immediately throw Surf. I think they were probably at that point probably trying to throw the Psycho Boost, but so they were a little bit late. So we're able to take them out, and now they're gonna go ahead and bring in a Registeel, which is amazing for us because now it leads me to think that they are weak to Lantern in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the shield for my Lantern here. Gonna go ahead and get this Thunderbolt off, which is gonna be crucial. We have 2 shields. I'm gonna go ahead and shield this first one right here. And of course, they're gonna be able to get I swear today all matches was against Zap Cannon. They were able to always get the debuff there. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna shield this. I'm gonna shield this because I'm just preserving, because I know they're weak to it. And yup, so they're bringing the Talonflame. And honestly, if I was the opponent, I would have let this go. Them using that shield actually gave me another chance right there. So now they're gonna go ahead, and I thought maybe they're gonna Brave Bird me, possibly. Wouldn't have taken me out though, so they're gonna do the Flame Charge, and now I'm gonna go ahead and be able to do the Sky Attack. I should be able to still live one more Flame Charge, and they used their last shield there. I don't know why they would have used their last shield there. They should have banked it on the Registeel probably, because my Lantern was already at a move. So as you can see here, I end up getting a bit more energy, and this is definitely why it's important, energy management, because I need a lot. I need to reach that Thunderbolt against the Registeel. And right there, I don't know if my opponent stopped playing for a moment or experienced lag. So if they did experience lag, that is unfortunate, because then they started playing again, and then I just farmed the rest of the way down. But as you can see, guys, so I got a 9-1. So this team is either the #1 team or definitely in the top there, guys. So if you watch the battles up to this point, my favorite color is blue. So leave a comment below. That way I know if you stuck around the whole time. But even if you didn't, if you watched a little bit to understand the matchups, either way, you watched the video, and I'm thankful for that. And I'll probably try to do maybe some stronger teams leading up towards reaching ace rank. Just let me know, guys. I'll probably make I forget what you call those. But anyway, guys, before I start rambling even more, thanks again. I'll see you on the next one.